Hey everybody, it's Andy. And on this week's episode of In the Mold Box, what a tragic week I've had. Not tragic, just bad. So last Thursday, I came in here to finish a book, Daddy 3.0. And when I stepped into the booth, it smelled musty, right? So I come in here and I'm like, what the hell is that smell? So I look down at the floor, which is all different now, and I can see this like stuff on the floorboard, on the baseboard. I'm like, what the hell is that? It looks like splotches, spots. I'm like, oh no. And I know that behind this monitor, right behind this camera and to my left, there's a faucet, a shut-off valve for an outside faucet. And it's in this room. It always has been. And I know it leaked a bit on occasion sometimes. And I thought I had it set so that it just turned just right so it wouldn't do it. Well, I was wrong. So I I looked at it. It was wet, and I was like, oh no. I picked up the foam that was the acoustical treatment like this behind me. This is the older stuff. I have newer stuff now that you'll see in a second. And I looked at it, and it was moist, and the wall was just splotches of mold. And I was like, oh my God. I'm going to wear these glasses. I'm not reading anything. So, hence, the adventure began. That was last Thursday. I'll adjust my headphones. And fast forward to today, Friday, 8 days. That was today's February 2nd, and that was the hell. I don't know what the hell was today. Let me look at my calendar because I have no idea what last Friday was. I can't really remember what I ate. Last Friday would have been the 26th. So last Friday, the 26th, I come in here and take everything apart: the microphones, the 416, the 49, TLM 49. And I leave this stuff up, but I pull all this stuff behind the camera down, and it's just nasty. So let's take a look at what I had to go through to fix this. I got them handy. Okay, there's the horror of the mold. That's what I saw. I was pissed off so bad. Upper corner is the faucet that was leaking. Take a look at that after I rip out the walls, which I did here. These are the bare walls, the studs, down to the actual, thing. Front wall of the house, the faucet that was leaking, ripped all the way down the floor, pulled the baseboards out. Not fun. A lot of work. And there's the culprit. And in there now, it was leaking. That's before I tripped it all out. That was old stuff. It's probably been there since the 60s. So there's the kills on the wood. The walls were already white. I don't know. That's the brick wall to the outside. But what I did was use a little Teflon plumber's rope or something. I don't know. It goes in that nut. That kept the leaks. That stopped the leaks. Perfect. There's the drywall going in. First part, second part. Cut around the little faucet area because that's always got to be open. Not bad. I bought the tools I needed and it worked. Looks pretty decent for really a first-time attempt at true drywalling. Compound sanded, 2 layers of that. Then the paint, the primer looks pretty good, right? There's the foam I put in today, and there's the finished product back to normal, ready to record. And there you go. That was my week. Ripped the damn thing apart Friday. Went to Home Depot after it all dried up Saturday. I'm pretty sure Sunday was all like fixing it up day, re-putting the dry. I bought all a bunch of tools. But in the end, talk about a room that's maybe, I'm guessing 3 by 3 by height-wise is probably about 7 feet, about 81 inches. So the whole wall, the wall behind this video, you see, opposite of me, and the side of it, I had to rip most of it out. And that was about, I don't know how many square feet it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can't be 49 square feet. I'm no good at math. Anyway, I had to do all that and put it back together like you saw in the video and paint it up and drywall it. And I bought the tools to do it. So in the end, all that cost me was $149 and $150. Minus, give or take a couple pennies. For the stuff I needed. The faucet was an easy fix. Gracias a Dios. With that silicone stuff you saw. And the foam came today, Friday. Delivered to the wrong address. Thank you, FedEx. I called them and complained. The driver delivered it to an address 2 houses up. The address on the label was perfect. My name, my address. Yet the guy decided to drop it 2 houses up with a number that was clearly different. Don't know how that happens. I needed this stuff. And I come home, delivered 3 hours before I got home, and it's not here. So I go ape shit. I walk around, go to the neighbor next door, the other neighbor next door, look across the street, decide to walk up a couple more, and I'll be damned if I didn't see it sitting on the porch of the house 2 houses up. So I guess to some people it might have looked like I was stealing a package. Package pirate, porch pirate. But it's mine, so it doesn't really matter. I knocked. They didn't answer. I took what was mine and brought it back home and put it together, and here we are. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds the same, if not better. Microphones are rejiggered. This one is still kind of in the same spot. I kind of had them together, but I like the way I have it set up now. It gives me a little more room. It widens the picture that you see of my fat pumpkin face because the monitor that camera you're looking at me on is further back, and I guess it gets a wider view. So, works out. Everything for a reason. So the new padding is up. That cost $100. And since I'm a handyman, I did it myself. And it costs altogether less than $250 to drywall the wall. Dry it up, of course. Rip it all down. Take it apart. Dry it up. Kills on the wood. Walls back up. Cut right with the right tools. And what do you call it? The bond, the crap that you put on there for the joint compound. Sand it again, more compound, sand it again, tape it. It took all week, time. I couldn't do anything till the foam came, and now it's done. So the drama of the home studio and the home box. So it's cold outside, but with this bright light on above me, the hot box is getting warm again. The last week was moldy, and this whole week it's been empty. It cost me a week of recording time. Oh well, I got 2 new books coming. Another Jake Bible special, Galactic Vice, and another book by Vince Andri in the Moonlight PI series. That's coming out too, but I wouldn't look for them until end of February at best, sometime in March. So, that's been my week. Fun, exciting, and a lot of work. But sometimes these things happen. And until Mama says I can get a booth, like a Studio Bricks or something, that just gets put together and sits out there, silent from the house, this is what I deal with. It's okay. It happens. And I do pretty good as it is. I can't complain. So, remember, check your faucets. Leaks can lead to lots of trouble. For this week, I'm out. Enjoy your week. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I could care less. My team ain't in it. So I'll watch the Super Bowl with friends and eat badly and enjoy the commercials. So, thank you for those of you who've watched. Subscribe. See what I do. Oh, you hear it? Picks up my stomach. And that's about it. Back to the hot box, out of the mold box. Thank you. Have a nice week.